her day-to-day life that honestly makes some of her actions more understandable. Not the actions in this episode, though. After doing the school run, she finally finds her peace in the local coffee shop. She greets all the baristas by their names and talks to them as though they were part of her own family before setting her sights on a new goal in life, the Customer of the Week award. Despite all the sucking up she does, she loses out on the award to Lester. To say Lois is heartbroken would be an understatement. She is broken by this, and after crying it out, she formulates a plan with Stewie.
I need to show them that I deserve to be Customer of the Week.
You don't.
No matter what, you can always rely on Stewie to humble his mom. She steps up her efforts buying the barista's artwork and continuing to learn anything and everything about them, but when she comes up short again, she's enraged enough that she listens to Chris's advice to make a big move like saving one of the barista's lives. She uses her knowledge of Lisa's peanut allergy and fills her entire car with the food as she watches and waits for the woman to react so she can swoop in and save the day with an EpiPen. The level of crazy you have to be to do this is insane. Like Lois. But her plan goes sideways when the allergic reaction takes a few minutes to kick in, causing Lisa to crash her car before getting hit by another. She goes to see Lisa in the hospital, but when the barista's mom reveals that the parking lot surveillance footage is being checked to find out who is responsible, Lois sprints to the coffee house to put a stop to things before she gets caught. Now this is where Lois goes from psycho to complete and utter psycho. Purposefully triggering someone's allergies wasn't enough for the woman who kidnaps Kyle after he learned she was responsible. After threatening him with keeping quiet or getting him hooked on heroin, went from 0 to 100 there, she offers to look after Kyle's cat. She meets his roommates while checking in on the animal, but once they get suspicious of her, she knocks them out and kidnaps them too. Okay, let's add 3 counts of kidnapping on top of attempted murder. Lois knows there's no getting out of things at this point, so she stands and does the dishes as the cops pull up to the Griffin home.
I'm a good person, Joe.
Joe lets her finish the dishes as well as other house chores to help out Peter before taking her in to serve a 6-month sentence. It wasn't until I made this list that I realized just how many times Lois has been to jail. So what does she do now that she's free? She finds a new coffee house and starts the cycle all over again by sucking up to the barista and giving unreasonably large tips. Because when will Lois ever learn her lesson? Prick up your ears sends us into the top 3, and let me warn you, Lois's actions start to get disturbing, more so than usual. Lois experiences every parent's nightmare as she walks in on Chris and his friends watching adult videos. Stewie's there too, just to make matters worse. Chris tries to defend his actions, saying it's the only way he'll learn now that the school has cut funding and no longer has a sex ed teacher. Hearing this, Lois volunteers to teach the class herself. Oh, so this is where Chris's trauma started. She starts to teach them about the importance of protection before Peter walks in, offering up his own expertise on the subject. Both are as unsuccessful as each other and end up causing protests from parents about teaching them safe sex rather than scaring them off of intercourse. The end result? Lois has her class canceled and a reverend is brought in to give a seminar on abstinence.
Not only do condoms fail 100% of the time, they're also majorly unsafe.
Apparently